Hot and sunny weather with no significant weather changes expected, according to the India Meteorological Department. High temperatures are expected with low humidity and high UV indices in many regions. Expect clear skies with warm to hot conditions throughout the day. Well, let's start with North India. In Punjab, partly cloudy sky across the state. In Amritsar, the maximum temperature is 31 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 15 degrees Celsius. Moving to Vatinda, the maximum remains 34 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 16 degrees Celsius. In Chandigarh, Mohali, the maximum temperature rises to 33 degrees Celsius while the minimum stays at 17 degrees Celsius. Jalandhar will see a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 15 degrees Celsius. In Tarn, the maximum reaches 33 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 18 degrees Celsius. Most cities experience partly cloudy sky during the day. Moving to Himachal Pradesh, cold weather in higher altitudes, generally cloudy sky with light rain across the state. In Dharamshala, the maximum temperature is 26 degrees Celsius while the minimum drops to 12 degrees Celsius. Kangra sees a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 13 degrees Celsius. In Shimla, the maximum reaches 21 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 9 degrees Celsius. Manali will be colder with a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 4 degrees Celsius. Delhi, the capital region, strong surface winds during the day time across the state. The maximum temperature is 37 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 20 degrees Celsius. Across Haryana, mainly clear sky during the day. In Gurgaon, the maximum temperature is 35 degrees Celsius. The minimum is 20 degrees Celsius. Panipat will see a maximum of 33 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 18 degrees Celsius. Shirsha records a maximum of 34 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 17 degrees Celsius. Noor reaches a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 22 degrees Celsius. In Jammu and Kashmir, clear sky across the state. Kupwara will have a maximum of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 5 degrees Celsius. Srinagar records a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 5 degrees Celsius. In Jammu, the maximum reaches 30 degrees Celsius and a minimum is 14 degrees Celsius. Mainly clear sky in Jammu. Now let's shed light on South India, where the weather remains warm and humid, partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thundershowers. In Kerala, the maximum temperature is 36 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 26 degrees Celsius. Moving to Tamil Nadu, the maximum reaches 37 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 27 degrees Celsius. Partly cloudy sky. In Karnataka, the maximum is 34 degrees Celsius and the minimum of 23 degrees Celsius with partly cloudy sky, and Andhra Pradesh will see a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 28 degrees Celsius. Finally, Telangana records a maximum of 39 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 27 degrees Celsius. Moving to West India, hot and humid conditions and mainly clear sky across the state. Can expect a gradual rise in maximum temperatures by Maharashtra. The maximum temperature is 33 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 25 degrees Celsius. Gujarat sees a maximum of 42 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 26 degrees Celsius. In Rajasthan, the maximum reaches 36 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 22 degrees Celsius. Finally, in East and Northeast India, mainly clear sky, partly cloudy sky with possibility of development of thunder lightning in West Bengal. The maximum temperature is 37 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 26 degrees Celsius. Moving to Assam, the maximum reaches 27 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 21 degrees Celsius. In Bihar, the maximum is 37 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 24 degrees Celsius. According to the latest bulletin released by IMD, it will be quite hot, so it is recommended to stay hydrated, wear sunscreen and